Okay.
Welcome to FBB Forum. If you like this content, please be sure to like and subscribe to my Instagram page and YouTube channels. I'm very pleased to welcome the stunning IFBB Pro women's bodybuilding competitor, Lena Betka, to the podcast. Lena earned her pro card at the 2022 Masters Nationals, and she made her pro debut just a few weeks ago at the Triple O, where she placed fourth in the Open and second in the Masters categories. She also competed this past weekend at the Van Isle Showdown, where she placed second in a very close battle with Julia Whitesel. Um, Lena is originally from the Ukraine, but now lives in the USA. Welcome, Lena. It's great to have you here.
Welcome. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you. And we're having a little technical difficulties with the video, but I'm really pleased to have you on audio. And I think it's since you made a big splash to the stage as in your pro debut, I think it's good to talk to you.
Sure, sure.
Now, I was curious, how did you get started in bodybuilding, and did you have an athletic or a sports background before you started?
You know, it's an interesting question. All my life, I've been kind of into sports, but nothing too serious. I've been doing choreography. I've been doing tennis. Like I would call those hobbies like real, like little hobbies, but like nothing that could just touch my heart and just go deep into my soul. Until I started lifting not so long time ago, only 2017. Yeah,
Okay.
2017. The first time grabbed weights in my hands. So my background is not so many years of lifting behind, but I'm grateful to achieve the goals I have achieved and physique I've built. But I've never had in my head like strong wish to compete when I was just like trying and to get into the world of lifting. I just enjoyed the process. I loved working out. I did it every single day. I was like building my little own workouts in my head and just was feeling excited as a kid going to the gym and trying new stuff. And but after a while, people started noticing my changes in my physique, and they were stopping me like, "Hey, you look awesome. Why wouldn't you try to compete somewhere?" It's like, compete where? What do you mean compete? I wasn't even aware. Yes, I knew about Olympia and everything. I've always been admiring of great athletes, but I never thought of myself doing something like that
Oh, sure.
until that thought settled down in my head, and I thought like, okay, maybe I'll try. We'll see what it's like. And in 2019, I did my first bikini show. This is something local here. And after that, I've been hooked, and I wanted to develop more physique. I wanted to bring better package, and I was interested get to the next level, and excited to see how my physique can change in time. So I wish I've done it for longer, but there is no way I'm giving up right now.
That's terrific. So 2018, you did bikini show?
2019.
Wow. Wow. So you've really progressed
Yeah,
since then.
yeah, and more to come.
That's so awesome. That's very cool. What and when did you do like your first pro qualifier? Was that in 2022?
Yes, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
That
Yeah.
was my first pro qualifier. I won that one in Pittsburgh, and the same year in July, I did nationals, and I won that one.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. That's awesome. Very good.
Yeah, so my fourth show, like number four, was Triple O, and number five, this one, Vancouver Island.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow, so you've really made a lot of progress in just a few years.
Yeah, I call myself here a newbie, but but that can bring some challenge to the stage. That's for sure.
That's awesome. Wow, you look terrific. Um,
Thank you.
yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Now, I was curious, do you have a fitness or bodybuilding role model that you kind of look up to?
Not somebody specific. I admire so many people, so many of great athletes like Jay Cutler, uh, starting from Arnold Schwarzenegger, everybody, like women's. I just take every little piece from everybody, and the whole community of bodybuilding and athletes. I know what kind of hard work it is. It's just admiring it for me, and I'm truly happy to realize that I belong to it too. But
That's great.
nobody specifically, nobody like standing up like my idol. I love all of them.
Oh, that's
Everybody's unique in their own way.
yes, I totally understand that. No, definitely. And it is, they're all the bodybuilders, including you, are really admirable, I think, because that's really tough work to get up on stage and look so good.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of sacrifice, a lot of saying no to normal social life events. You absolutely um I would say it's a loner sport because even though like you have people in your corner and people that support you, it's good when you have. It's not really comfortable when you don't, but I'm lucky I do have. But it's still a very loner sport because like nobody gonna work out for you, nobody gonna eat your meals for you, nobody gonna do your diet for you. It's yes, you are the team, but you're the only one who's doing the hard work, and it's not easy, but it builds a very strong mental character that you can just face anything in your life and not be stressed and scared at all.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you on that. And yeah, I definitely admire you for doing it. Now I was curious when you first got up on stage in a bikini for your first show, were you kind of nervous? I bet it was kind of nerve-wracking. And do you get nervous these
I
days?
was more curious than nervous. I didn't know the whole system, how everything working. I didn't think I belonged to stand in the backstage area where everything is covered with the gals that
Uh-huh.
competing because I thought like, oh, they're doing it better than I am. I'm just here first time. So I was hanging out somewhere in a hole, and almost missed my call because I didn't know that I have to be staying there. Like
Oh,
nobody
I see.
explained. I was just like a absolutely lost kid back there, and somebody was shouting, running like, uh, "My number! You have to be on the stage!" And I'm putting one shoe on, rice cake in my hand, and I'm just jumping on one leg backstage. Just okay, okay, let's go. I didn't know what it's like, but after that, it gave me more realization and understanding. Okay, that's what it is. That's how it's going. Okay, what are your next steps? What are you planning to do? And I was rolling from that experience with more hunger to learn more.
That's terrific. Yeah. How about do you get nervous on stage these days, or when you like in
Yeah, yeah.
these shows?
Like I would say, like the level of happiness inside of me is so high that I don't even can separate those feelings. Am I nervous or I'm just like my heart is just jumping out of my chest because I'm so happy to be here. So it's a combination of both feelings, and it's hard to describe. But those moments, like 1 to 2 minutes on stage, I'm the most happiest person ever
Oh,
because
that's
I'm doing what I've been putting work to, and that's my moment. I'm enjoying. Even
that's
though like I'm shaking inside and all the feelings, but still, it's just awesome.
that's great. No, that's terrific. Yeah. Um, yeah, and you put all that work into it and you just have a few minutes on stage, but it is great to see you up on stage like that and show off all your hard work, you know.
Yeah, and being compared to girls that I've been following on Instagram for so long, like Julia, like Teresa. I've been visiting posing seminars when they were teaching, and it just for me it was uh, so so great just to meet them, but being compared to them and deserve the right to stand among them, it's absolutely mind blowing.
I
So
bet. Yeah, that's
it's
terrific.
experience. Yeah. And
Now,
with the results I came out from Vancouver Island, I couldn't be more happier placing second.
Oh, that's terrific. Yeah, you looked so good up there, and you looked even tighter than at Triple O, I thought. So yeah, congratulations. That was
Yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah. Like those additional 2 weeks gave me a little bit more time to tighten up and bring up conditioning a little bit more.
Yeah,
And we did it with my coach.
that's terrific. Yeah, that's very good. Now, I know you earned your pro card at the Masters Nationals, which I bet was really exciting. But what was your experience like at that show, and were you surprised to earn your pro card there?
Oh, I was absolutely. I was surprised when my coach Christina Nalley, she said, like, girl, you're gonna do good. Or no, after prejudging, she said, like, okay, I think it's time for you to start looking at the masters because you're gonna be going. I said, like, what are you talking about? I just finished prejudging, and she was there in the hall. She saw me on the stage. She's like, I'm telling you, girl, you got it. I said, like,
Nice.
oh, shut up, like. It can be true. So I couldn't believe like it's actually gonna happen. And at the finals when they call up my name and I won, I was crying backstage. It was the whole amount of emotions, and it's a great moment, great memories. And that moment I realized, oh wow, I did it. Like I'm going somewhere now. I need to get ready to compete with the grades. And I need to put work. That's why I didn't jump next year to the show. I wanted to give myself more time to improve, and
Mhm.
I still have to because I got the feedback from the main judge from Vancouver Island.
Okay.
I know my weak points and gonna be working on them.
Okay. Great. Yeah, I think it was good for you to take 2023 off, and that gave you time to grow and prepare for your pro debut.
Absolutely, there is no rush. Muscle building is taking time, and
Yeah.
you really need to spend some time and not diet down and then go into off season and again diet down just for the next show to look exactly the same but wearing different suit. No, it has to be different. Judges, I always believe that judges appreciate when they see that they gave feedback and the person showed up on the stage improved. Then they
Mhm.
know, like, it means like my advice was valuable for that person. She's been working, and that's what it is all about.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. And tell me about your experience at the AAA. Like I said, I got to meet you there at Triple O Dynasty, and you looked really great. But did you enjoy that show?
Oh yes, I did enjoy. I did enjoy the whole organization, how they did it for women's bodybuilding. It was awesome. It was absolutely great. I loved it.
It
And
was a great
seeing Andre
show.
Thor, Sydney Giller, all three girls, all three Olympians combined together, and they were there for us, just giving us a chance to shine and show women's bodybuilding. It was great.
Yeah, they were really amazing, and they were so kind to everybody, including the fans and
Yeah,
just people in general. Yeah, they were really great, and I think that they're just going to grow on that for next year, I'm sure.
yeah. And it was great honor to be a participant on their first ever show, uh, kind of like opening of that lane of triple or dynasty shows. It it's great.
I agree with you on that, definitely. And tell me about your
And I
experience
met
at. Oh, go ahead.
but yeah, and I met also Eunice there. She was at her booth, and it was such a pleasure because we've been competing on the same stage at Pittsburgh with her since that time. I know and follow her, and I admire her. She's Iron Sis. So it was great to see people and athletes at one place at Triple O doing what they love to do.
Oh yeah, Eunice is great. I saw her too, and she's with Bad Rap, and yeah,
Yeah,
she does a great job, and I really like her mission, because her mission is to really help with female bodybuilders, help out with some of their travel expenses and competition expenses. So Yeah, she's done a great job and made a real impact, I think, already in terms of the bodybuilding world.
Yeah, she's great. She's a badass.
I know, yeah, she's really cool. I like her a lot too. It was cool that her bad rap partner JoJo competed at the show too. She competed in women's physique.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she did. It was pretty cool. I was really pleased that she got a chance to compete there, and she liked the show too. So, um, and so tell me about your experience at Vancouver Island. And I know you had a really close battle with Julia Whitesel, and you know, for the very first call out, you were in the center, and then they switched you to the side with Julia, and she ended up winning. But I think it was really close with between the two of you, and I bet that made you pretty excited and
I think
maybe.
it was three points or something. Yeah, the moment that when they moved me to the center, I was everything inside was screaming. In my head, I was just like, "Oh my God, what's going on? They put me in the center, so they are seriously considering me." And I've been only thinking at that moment, like I have to pause. I have to pause and like, not shake and just hold everything, stand up and hold the stage. Uh,
I,
and
I
it's just
understand.
it's
I bet it
it's
was
mind
exciting
blowing
for
just
you.
think about that moment because I can't find the words like when they put me in the center.
Oh yeah, you look terrific too, and like I said, I think you look tighter than at Triple O, and just had a great shape and physique. So, yeah, I was really pleased to see you get in the center there. For at first, it was really exciting for you.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Yeah, it's a quite a mix of emotions standing
And
right there.
you said that they took good care of you too. I've heard Vancouver Island, the promoters just do a really good job with the athletes.
Oh, it was outstanding. They really do care about the athletes and the whole setup backstage, the room for athletes, tanning people, taking care of us every single moment, asking like, do we need a glue? Do we need a glaze? And just always keeping an eye on us and being so kind and to us and so organized with everything what we need. It was absolutely mind-blowing experience. I loved it every second. I'm already thinking and dreaming of doing it next year and just but planning way better with my trip and trip over there because
Yeah,
tons of
you got
lessons learned during this adventure.
you got to
So next
factor the ferry,
year
right?
will be better.
The ferry to get
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I felt like in the movie, trains, planes, and automobiles. Like we tried everything and every single transport to get to where we were supposed to be in time. But
I
it was
bet. Yeah.
worth it.
No, I know. Yeah. How about bicycle? Did you do a bicycle?
A little cardio wouldn't hurt. No, I didn't.
Oh man. No, that's cool. I'm glad you got there and now you did look really great at that show. Now you mentioned about the judges giving feedback, but did they say like where they want you to improve your physique or your presentation?
I know myself, my weak points, and when the judge confirmed what I was already thinking, and he gave his feedback to me to bring up a little lower body to match my upper body. So that's what I'm gonna be focusing in the off season.
Okay, sure. I
Just
understand that.
trying
Yeah.
to balance out my physique by just putting a little bit more mass down there.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. And that's good
Yeah.
advice too. I like that the judges will give feedback like that because they care about y'all too. They want you to improve and
Yeah,
everything.
right on the athlete meeting, he said like, once you finish competing, please don't leave. Stop by me. I will give you exactly the list of of my concerns, my advices, and to each one of you. So I stayed backstage. I waited till he finished with all other classes, and I went towards him, and he gave me a nice detailed feedback. So I was
And
ready
that
to work on it. And
was that Tariq Ogindi?
Yes, that was him.
Yeah, I saw that he was the head judge there, and yeah, he really does. He is good about giving feedback, and I think he really does care. So that's terrific. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, and the whole hall and stage, it looked like a theater. I loved it so much. It was so beautiful, compact, and just right in front of the people to see us. It was great.
I
The
saw
stage
the
was
pictures.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a theater, and like we're facing right, we're on top of the judges, so they see everything, and people allowed to see us more right in front of them, not far
Uh-huh.
away.
I like that. No, I like
It's
that too.
great.
And they're, they're the kind of the seats kind of go up and go up kind of high. So you can, yeah, that I know what you mean. It is a nice theater for sure.
Hmm.
Um, Now I was curious, that what's been your favorite bodybuilding show that you've competed in so far?
Ah, my list, my the most favorite. Everyone, each one of them is special. I love,
Yeah.
like I have a little thing. I'm collecting those Starbucks cups.
Oh yeah.
I've been there since I've been, and I have tons of like 6 or 7 already. I bought from Phoenix. I bought from Canada, and while even sipping a coffee in the morning, those memories of those shows and those cities just make my day brighter. And I love each one of them. I love Pittsburgh. I love Phoenix, Triple O Dynasty. I love Canada. I would love to see more Canada also and give myself some time to look around because we were so squeezed in our schedule that I didn't even have a chance to have breakfast before we leave. So
Oh yeah, sure.
yeah, so it's such a beautiful, amazing city with the beautiful mountains. It would be great to see it a little bit more.
Sure. I know
But
that it looks
next,
really beautiful there. Yeah.
it's gorgeous. Yeah, I loved it. But I
And
didn't have chance to just enjoy it a little bit like as a human being, not and not only as an athlete, you know.
yeah, I understand. I know Victoria, the town is like kind of cute too. It's kind of nice little city there too. So, and really
Yeah,
scenic.
it was cold. Yeah, it was cold in the evening after the show because we were going to go out to eat, and
Mhm.
I wanted to walk around and just take a pictures and to see what's there. But it was so windy, it's cold. I just said, like, no, I'm tired. I'm tired. Let's go to hotel tomorrow morning. We're leaving, and that's it. But
Sure.
yeah, next time I'll get myself some a little bit more planning and better timing.
Sure, sure. Yeah, you know
But
better what to
but each
expect.
yeah, but each one of them, those shows like Pittsburgh, Phoenix, I would repeat it right away one more time.
That's terrific. That's very cool. And you mentioned you live in Virginia, so so the East Coast
Yeah,
shows are actually closer for you.
yeah. But I don't mind traveling because it gives me a chance to see a little bit of country because
Yeah,
I'm so settled here, work, gym, work, and everything. So I don't see and I don't travel much. But that gives opportunity to see a little bit of country where I live in.
yeah, that's true. Now, will we see you compete again this year, or are you done for this year?
I think for this year I'm going into off season into improvements, and I
Sure.
give myself some time to rest because I've been dieting since January.
Oh, yeah.
And me and my coach, yeah, we decided like just to bring me in the off season and try to be better for the next year.
Sure, sure. I definitely understand. Um, Now I know you have a prep coach because I've been speaking with her and she's really awesome too. And maybe you'll get to compete with her. But I know you've been working with Christina Nalley.
Yeah, she's my coach. We've been together probably more than 3 years. Yeah,
Really? Wow. Yeah.
yeah,
I saw her compete in Chicago at the Ms. International when she turned pro, and she's pretty amazing because she's so tall. She's just a big woman. But do you,
yeah. She's she's absolutely mind blowing. Her physique and her shape and her density of her muscle. She I admire her so much. She's a knowledgeable coach and became a good friend of mine. So I'm happy she brought me where I am right now because I wouldn't be here without her.
Yeah, she's amazing. And I think there's advantages, or would you say that there's an advantage to having a female coach?
No, I wouldn't say so. Like it's advantage to work with the coach that knows your body, and not only during the prep, but
Mhm.
also knows your body during the off season, because
Yeah,
it gives you an idea how you react to certain foods and how you respond to amount of manipulation of the macros, and not just simply just dialing you down to the into the diet and deep prep. And they gave that moment in the off season gave us more opportunity to know each other, uh, to know how we can work together
hmm,
in the off season, and brought us closer during the prep and overall and coach client relationship
that's
to the
terrific.
next level.
That'd be
Hmm.
kind of, would it be kind of weird to compete with her on the same stage? Or, I mean, that'd be kind of exciting.
Oh, that would be awesome for me. Just because at one point we were thinking of doing the show almost like together competing, and it never even scared me even a bit, like
Okay.
to compete with her. Absolutely opposite. I was so happy, and all of us just talking about like creating great memories with her on the stage.
That's
But
terrific.
then we we both changed plans and kind of like focused myself onto the Phoenix. I talked to her and she said that they might be good because it's early in the spring. You have to give yourself some time and see how you do. You've been in the off season for a while. Let's go and try it. And I said, like, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I trust you,
That's
and
terrific.
we brought it.
You did. Yeah. I think she did a great job with you. So yeah, she's just really awesome
Yeah,
too. So yeah,
yeah.
that's terrific.
I'm really grateful. She's my coach. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, does she help you with posing too, or do you have a posing coach?
I have an opposing coach also, and I would say like my coach and my opposing coach will all know each other and will work in a team and fixing each other poses and giving advices and correcting each other. So it's a group work. Yeah.
What's your posing
But I
coach's
do
name?
have a opposing coach for my posing routine. Yeah, which I was working with the Brittany.
Oh, what's your coach's name?
Brittany, forgot her last name. Is IFBB Pro lives in Texas. Yes. So we were working online, and she made my posing routine for the Pittsburgh competition masters and for
Oh,
this year also.
was it Brittany Parrish?
No, no. Let me just.
Oh no, it's
Let
okay.
me.
Or we could include it down below in the IG or the description too.
Brittany Cooper.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm not familiar with her. Okay.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Yeah. Yeah, your posing was great. You looked really graceful on stage, I thought. And yeah, you look great.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, I was curious, what would you say is the most challenging aspect of prep for you?
Most challenging.
Hmm.
Um, you have to have your mindset be absolutely ready, have it ready for the prep. If your life, I know life can throw in some obstacles and some events you're not ready to, but keeping yourself in line and absolutely focused and zoned out on the prep, it's the only one thing that has to be strong 100%. And so keeping that mental focus uh, it's challenging, but also satisfying in a way that you are able to admire how you can handle it. So
Yeah.
all that, yeah, like stress, work, you have to be there for your clients, and you're not feeling it, and you have to go through day by simply counting down hours. That's challenging, but in the end of the day, you realize, okay, that was another day I did it, and I'm proud of myself. So my mental state was strong, and I kept myself where I'm supposed to be. So that's just really challenging, but also doable.
I totally understand that. Yeah, I think the mental aspect of bodybuilding is something that doesn't people don't really
It's
realize.
momental. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's tough, but I know. But like I said, I admire y'all for doing it just because I know it is such a tough struggle sometimes. To especially when you're feeling depleted and you're just not feeling great at all. You know, closer
Yeah.
to the show.
Yeah. Well, closer to the show, you absolutely carb depleted, sleep deprived, lightheaded. You have to go through your workouts and just keeping yourself not so angry around people. So that's
Hmm.
another thing I've been working this off season, so I don't snap on everybody else around me, and
Sure,
just be be uh, be a nicer person, which I did, and I'm proud of myself.
that's great. No, I think that's really good, and to work on that too. Um,
Yeah,
Now I was curious, how long have you lived in the USA?
I moved to US in 2015. Yeah, so it's gonna be 9 years in May this year.
Wow. And I'm sorry about the situation back in Ukraine, and I was wondering if you still have family there, or do you go back very often?
I have no, I haven't been to Ukraine since everything started, but my family, my mom fled Ukraine when all that disaster and the war began.
Yeah.
But I have many friends and people I know, and they're still there. I keep in touch with them, and I'm really, really sorry about what is going on over there, and I hope that would be the end of it pretty soon because it's just those people are like I've had enough, and they need to have a peaceful sky over their heads because it's terrible.
I agree. No, I totally feel so bad for the folks there, and I was glad that we got some USA, some more aid for military equipment and stuff. I think that just got approved, so I think that was a really good thing.
Yeah, that was good. You're helping a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking you could go
And
back. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, and in my way also, um, when war just began a week prior, my dad passed away, and I wasn't able to visit his funeral because of all the situation was going on, and borders were closed, and U.S. government was saying like no no people from US should travel to the war zone and stuff like that. So for me, keeping myself in prep because I'm standing strong for Ukraine and because I knew how that would be admiring of me seeing achieving something like that kept me strong. Just keep pushing forward and never give up. That was my way of standing up strong and showing Ukrainian power in my own little way.
Sure. No, I think that's good, really good actually. And yeah, you being on stage and representing your country, I think is really great. Do you have a green card or citizenship now in USA?
I'm American citizen. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, very cool. That's great. Um, Now this is gonna sound a little cheesy, but I could see you've got to do like a Rambo movie where you're like the muscle lady who goes back and like frees the people of Ukraine, in a movie, of course.
Yeah, yeah. I get it.
But you like Rambo, you know?
Yeah, a
I'm just
little
kidding.
Ukrainian fighter over here.
Exactly. Yeah, that'd be cool. No, I'm just teasing. Um,
Not so little though.
not so little. That's true. Yeah. Um,
Yeah,
now I was curious, do you have a full-time career outside of bodybuilding or where do you work?
I'm a personal trainer. I love helping out people and just being a motivational person for them. So I
Yeah.
work in the gym training my lifestyle clients every
Okay.
single day, and I train myself, work out, and so I'm always around gym 24/7.
Great. That's terrific. Do you just do them in person or do you do like via Zoom as well?
No, I do everybody in person.
Okay.
Yeah, I work in
Great.
the gym. I have my great people that I love so much, and I keep pushing and kicking their asses.
Awesome. I bet they're going to be super proud of you too because you did so well at
Oh
those
yeah, I've had
the
so
pro
many
day.
messages. People were texting me and reposting my story, and tomorrow I'm going to work early in the morning, and there are gonna be tons of questions, oh, tons of stories to tell. It's gonna be all around me.
That's terrific. Yeah, that's really exciting. I bet you're excited to see them again.
Yeah, yeah, I am.
That's terrific. And I was curious, do you have any kids?
I have two kids. Yeah.
Oh, you do? Wow, how old are they?
So my daughter is 24, son 13.
Wow, that's terrific. Wow. And do they live with you?
Daughter living separately, son live with us. Yes.
Oh, wow, wow. What did they think about your bodybuilding career? Are they real supportive?
They're proud. They're proud. Next year, my son probably gonna visit because he was interested really to hear about Canada and all other places I've been to. He said, like, "Will you take me?" I said, like, "Okay, sure. We'll have to plan that." Yeah,
Great.
so it's awesome to see him. Yeah, and my daughter was visiting Pittsburgh both shows also, sharing me. Yeah, I'm lucky to have a great family supporting me.
That's great. Yeah, it's good to have them in the audience to yell for you too.
Oh
It's like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's their mom up on stage, Yeah. That's awesome. Um, Now I just have a few more questions. I was curious, do you like to show your muscles out in public or do you prefer to stay covered up? I was curious how
Oh,
you
I'm the
feel.
most powerful person in the gym. If you ever could find more roomy and baggy pants and sweatpants like I'm wearing, that would be awesome. You won't be able to find it because I've got them all. I'm
Uh,
covered from toes to from head to toes. I kept myself um, powered throughout the prep, and people got used to me in such baggy clothes, always shapeless, screechy in the gym, whatever. So
uh-huh.
when I start like posing a little bit and practicing my poses in front of the mirror in the gym, when I take the shirt off, that's what the people were just, holy shit, we didn't know what's going on underneath.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm not a show. I'm just working here.
Yeah, that's cool. Very cool. Yeah, I bet they were
Yeah.
surprised. And how about like when
Yeah,
you're out, like at the grocery?
like, but I'm there every single day, putting in work. Like, there can be no surprises if they see person working. I'm
Sure.
just not the one who is showing off muscles on the public every single second. No.
Even is that true? Like if going to the grocery store and stuff like that too?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, like double X large shirt
Uh-huh.
and and comfortable look, American lifestyle look.
Okay, very cool. That's cool. I'm just curious about that. Um, Now I was curious if this is just kind of like a theoretical or hypothetical question, I should say. But if you were in a leadership position with IFBB, what would you like to do to make the sport better? How would you improve the sport of bodybuilding?
I would be totally supporting any shows and trying to promote shows, create more outlets for female bodybuilding to show themselves. But not
Mm.
every big show has a women's bodybuilding, so I would love to have an impact and show that this sport is beautiful. Those women are those women incredible, and try to show them and give them more gratitude throughout creating more shows and just accommodating their presence in the show.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's a good answer because, yeah, I think that there's not very many shows for women's bodybuilding division in general, and
Yeah, I was looking at the Pittsburgh again, but there was no women's bodybuilding pro class in that show.
yeah,
So well, it's sad, but maybe something going to change in the future, and they will add it as a pro there because it's a great show. That's where I won my pro card. I would love to be back on that stage and try myself again.
that's true. And it there is occasionally new shows, that are added, like Triple O, of course, and then Lena Popa, has a new show coming out. So
Yeah, I've heard that. I felt so excited in Romania. Like she's doing her own show, and that's great. That's what should be done, and just let us compete, and that that's all.
yeah, definitely. Would some of the European shows be of interest to you for next year, maybe, since you're from Ukraine?
Yeah, I was looking at them. Never thought like still seriously, but since like my crazy trip to Vancouver, now I'm ready for anything. Nothing
Okay.
would scare me in Romania. I'll try some Spain or some other country. That's great. That's I would love to do that.
That's terrific. Very good. Okay, this is my
It
last
just
question.
depends on financial, like it needs to be a good plan and just getting ready because it's not cheap and it takes a lot of you.
Yes, I understand. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Now I just have one more question for you. Do you ever find yourself to be target of like fit shaming, meaning like like the haters on social media, or and how, if you do, how do you deal with that?
It was a couple of times in the past, like somebody could comment on my picture that I look manly or something like that.
Hmm.
Like I I I keep my road higher than any other comments. Yes, it can just kind of like pinch inside those comments, and I'm not made out of the stone, and they still can those words reach out to me, like. But at the same point, being upset or angry about that comment make won't help me any better to feel about myself. Like I'm doing what I love. I don't care what everybody thinks. I'm enjoying my lifestyle. It's my happy place to do what I'm doing, and I try not to let those bad comments reach to me and just hurt me in any kind of way.
That's
Everybody,
good.
that's what they love to do. If somebody prefers to uh, say nasty words sitting on the couch, fine. Like I'll never be that person who says something bad on Instagram. If I don't like it, I'll just scroll it down, and I don't look back there. But why would I need to say something back to a person? But those comments, yeah, they were present in the past, but not later,
I
not
understand.
any right
I was
now. But
I
it
was thinking
happens.
now that you've had your pro debut, your name's going to be out there more though. So yeah, I hope you don't have to deal with too much of that. But I think that's a good
No,
kind of way of
no,
looking
no.
at it.
For now, people are just texting me very nice, pleasant, and supportive messages, and I'm really grateful. But
That's
so many
terrific.
people I've never met in my life, and I see them following, and just even though like I don't post much, but uh, I'm grateful.
That's terrific. Well, yeah, definitely. I think that's good, and I think that's definitely a good way of looking at it and good attitude. So, and yeah, you're always going to have haters no matter what you do. Just nasty people out
Yeah,
there.
never be likable to everybody else. You just enjoy. It's your life and just really live a moment, be present, and don't look around on anybody else.
Yeah, no, I know there's always going to be some keyboard creeps out there, I guess, you know. Um,
Yeah.
but well, thank you so much, Lena. It's really great speaking with you. And I would normally ask you to do a flex for me, but we can't do that today. No problem though.
Thank you, David, for inviting me. It was really a pleasure to meet you in person and talk to you here on your forum. And
Thank
thank you
you.
for everything what you do and just highlighting those incredible girls, women bodybuilding.
Thank you.
And one more time, thank you for having me here.
Thank you so much. And I'll make sure to get this posted soon and tag you and your coaches. But thanks so much for your time and yeah, definitely best wishes to you in your future shows. I'm excited to see how you look next year. You're going to be even better.
I'm excited too. Okay.
Thank you, Lena.
Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.
You too. Thank you. Take care.
Bye bye.